What's up, guys? It's me, Lo-Dawg. I'm back with another replay analysis. Today's a very special replay analysis because not only is this an Ascendant 1 game, because I ranked up, but also it's my 1190th game. Yep, that's right. 1190 games later, we're Ascendant 1. It was worth it, 100% of the way. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, in the last few videos I was joking around about how I'm getting really good at this game, but at this point I'm starting to genuinely think that I'm getting good at this game. Check this lane out. It's me and Drifter against Shiv and Billy. That's just a loss. Like, we definitely fucking lose the lane. And we do end up losing, but we still hold up pretty well. And another thing is that this Drifter complains about me during the lane, and he says that I'm a fucking bot and that I suck. So we're gonna see if that's actually the case today. Here's Drifter standing and taking headshots. I valiantly body block for him, but then he moves out of the way. Don't know what this Drifter had against me. I mean, he might just be a little bit slow, but it's alright. So yeah, we're basically just taking trades against these guys. Billy's real aggressive, but it's okay. I think he gets parried soon. And Shiv takes a really, really bad dive too. I think he takes like minion damage in that heavy melee. Really hurt for him. Regardless, it's still a terrible matchup for the both of us. I'm pelting him with bullets as much as I can, just shooting that Shiv down. And now I see that we have our creeps up, so I gotta deal with that shit before we go back in. I'm trying, whenever I'm in a lane like this, my mentality is, obviously we have to take some trades, but ideally we want to play safe and farm. So I went for a headshot booster here, while Drifter goes for another dive it seems, but he doesn't commit, that's good. And then I see Shiv very low, we took him down, and I think this is the first kill. Yeah, he was not able to run away. I guess he wasn't expecting the heavy melee, and he was kind of in a bad position. So we're off to an okay start. It's still, I don't want to get too cocky, because this can go south very easily. Here he gets, yeah, I dive for him here. I just wanted to hit the binding word on him, and I messed up my parry on the tower, but thankfully enough, Drifter's able to finish him off. So I appreciate that, Drifter. The lane's going super well, but now I'm diveable. They will kill me if they dive me, so I gotta play safe, while also getting some tick damage. It's a really hard balance to find against Shiv and Billy, because if you're not taking them down, they're gonna be full HP in every trade. You just have to be shooting them, because they're big, fat, and tanky. And them's the rules. So here's Drifter, I think doing boxes or something. I went for monster rounds. This was a healing right situation. I don't know why I didn't go for healing right earlier. I've been making the mistake of only doing damage early on, which damage is good, but healing right would have been kind of necessary here. Even if I did end up losing it fast, but then Billy takes a bunch of tower beam damage, and I'm like, alright, this little 1.1k Billy could die to me. Let's see if it happens. It's nice, because when that Billy died last time, he actually missed the entire creep wave, and the tower took it down. Or maybe Shiv did, so yeah, Billy's really behind at this point in the game, but yeah, unfortunately they make the dive and we die. I was not able to deal with the troopers in time. That's my fault. Should have been dealing with those troopers. So that's the first death. Billy dies for it as well, so it's a trade, but I'm still not happy about the fact that I died. I have to stay alive in this lane if I want to have any chance of dominating over them, because as soon as they get a lead over me, it's going to be really hard to come back. That's just how Shiv and Billy work. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Warden he's S tier, and he has mostly good matchups, but Billy and Shiv are not good matchups, like, not a chance in hell. Billy goes for another dive here. It's interesting, because he actually didn't even have bash down on cooldown, so yeah, he kind of just dies. I get parried, though. He predicts my light melee. I don't really know if he manages to get away, but yeah, Drifter finishes him off, while I throw some terrible shots at him. Here's Shiv trying to take a trade against me. I guess he wasn't going for a light melee. I want to keep chasing him. Yep, there he is. But then I jump dash into a wall while I'm reloading. That's real nice. Yeah, Shiv lives. I probably should have committed harder here, but I was afraid of Billy respawning and jumping my ass, so yeah, we're just going back to freezing the wave. Then Billy dives me here, and I think this is my second death. Should have been making my way back to the tower. Alright, never mind. We survive. I think I die soon, though. It's only a matter of time at this point. So yeah, now I'm dealing with the troopers, and then I see this fight going on over here. Still don't have my ult yet, but the binding word finishes him off. I knew it would. All I had to do was cast that shit on him. Then I go for another useless parry. And I think, yeah, Shiv doesn't survive. So that's another trade that's going well for us. Shiv is somehow still even on farm, but after we take this wave, it should add up. But Billy is 1.8k. Billy's doing real bad. Real bad indeed. So now it's a great lane. Again, I should have gotten healing right instead of fleet foot here. Another mistake. If I had gotten healing right, we would have won this lane, but we end up losing this lane, and I want to figure out how exactly that happened. Drifter gets mad at me at some point. I want to know if he was right to be mad at me, or if I am the idiot in this situation. Oh wait, if he was wrong to get mad at me, or if I'm the idiot. So yeah, Billy's very easy to kill now, for the first time probably ever, but I do think this dive he gets on me is the end. So I channel my ult, but yeah, the slice and dice is enough. I'm dead. Billy gets finished off, but yeah, Shiv just does too much damage up close, and I was not able to counter it, and he gets his killing blow as well. Thankfully, the Billy dies, but Shiv does a bajillion damage to Drifter, and now Shiv is ahead of both of us. Fan-fucking-tastic. This Billy is 0-5, but it doesn't matter because Shiv is doing fine, and Shiv, when he's doing fine, he will 2v1 us with not a single worry in his mind. That's just Shiv. I can't really run him down here. I'm just trying to freeze the wave, and then I see that this bridge buff is here. I think I miss a few creeps. I think I miss quite a few creeps, actually, for this play. So that's not very good at all. Let's see if I can manage to snag some of the wave back. Yeah, I do miss quite a few creeps here, so that's not good. Now I'm really falling behind, and Billy is starting to catch up with me, but I still have a lead against Billy. I just gotta be careful against Shiv. Let's see. This is the play where Drifter gets mad at me. So here's Drifter going in. I'm going to shop. I don't really know exactly. Okay, never mind. He's taking this camp. Drifter doesn't go in yet. He's about to, though. Trust. It's the next dive that results in us being dead, and Drifter getting mad at me. It's Mr. Nico. Yeah, Drifter, I don't know. I don't like you, man. Anyways, so... Lane's pushed up to us. We're not in a position to fight, so now I'm just dealing with the troopers. Troopers are dealt with. I go back to shop for kinetic dash, and now we go in. It's annoying that both of these characters have a little dash ability that I have to watch out for, the Rising Ram and the Slice and Dice. Yeah, Billy makes an interesting trade and goes down to like 1 HP. I think he just wasted Chain Gang. No, he doesn't have Chain Gang yet. Shiv is about to have Execute. But yeah, here's Drifter going in again. I don't know, he's in front of the creep wave. Yeah, no, that was a bad play on his end. Yeah, he's mad at me for not being with him, but he was in front of the creep wave. That was completely his fault. Alright, that's nice to know. That's very nice to know, because at the time I was so caught up in the battle that I wasn't sure if I was the one making the blunder, but it seems that it was indeed the Drifter. He was fighting in front of the creep wave and taking minion damage like an idiot, so nice fucking going, Nico. Thanks for losing us the lane. Can't wait to watch you dive again and die. So yeah, Billy goes for a really bad ult. The chains snap. I do get dragged, but the chain still snaps, so it doesn't really matter. And the Drifter ult goes on him. So now we're gonna go back to trying to tick him down. They figure out that I'm here, and I get heavy melee'd, slice and diced. Yeah, I'm dead. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, at this point, I'm thinking, like, I hate this lane. Like, this is such a bullshit matchup. I was doing fine, but really the reason I died is because I didn't buy healing right earlier. If I had known that... Like, I need to anticipate that I'm in a lane where I'm going to take 600 damage in 2 seconds if I'm not standing in the right place. Okay, so, I have some kind of embarrassing news for you guys. I was in the middle of recording that video, and then it kind of abruptly stopped, right? Like, it sounded like I was in the middle of saying something. Well, apparently, I stopped recording, like, mid-sentence, and I was commentating and analyzing this replay up until the very end before I realized that, like, the majority of the video was not existent. I don't know why I stopped recording. I was looking back. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Where I was before, this fucking Drifter is telling me to press 4, and my ult was literally on fucking cooldown, bro. Like, he wanted me to go in and he's just mad at me for the sake of being mad at me. He's just a troll. Anyways, I'm not too upset about it. I go in and ult like a fucking idiot because he's in my head, and he successfully debated me mentally, this fucking Drifter. He got me thinking that I was playing bad, even though obviously I wasn't. He's the one who died by going in front of the creep wave, and he's the one who just keeps, like, making bad trades with them. I mean, like, he secures the kill, but that's just because he's Drifter and he has an OP ability, so it's not my fault. So, anyways. Stuck in the room. This Drifter did some psychic damage to me, I'll admit. It's okay, though. It didn't fully break my psyche. I was able to come back later on in the game after I started ignoring this Drifter's existence. But I do make another mistake before that happens, which y'all are about to bear witness to. Also, sorry about the rest of the video not being 1.5 times speed. That was also something I didn't realize I wasn't doing correctly. Anyways, so here I am with half HP, trying to fight Shiv. Stupid. What was I doing here? Obviously, I end up dying in the end. Yeah, I'm just sticking around in the lane, like, thinking about fighting and stuff, but obviously we cannot do that shit right now because we're behind and we lost the lane. and Drifter knows that too, which is why he's not going in to fight me. But unfortunately, yeah, my dumbass like gets dove in because I'm just not in a good position. Sorry, I probably sound a little bit more pissed off than I did a few seconds ago because this is me after finishing the recording and thinking that I had gotten that over with. But now I have to do all this shit over again. Yeah, so Drifter dies because of me. It was my fault that he died just now, but I BM'd him because he deserved it, and so we carry on. He says that I fed them. I didn't feed them. We fed them. Fucking we fed them, alright? It wasn't just me that fed them. And so I decide I can't play with this Drifter anymore. He's just too stupid. So what I'm gonna do is farm and help my boys out in the other lanes, because Drifter's just gonna be a solo guy. I'm not gonna insult him any further. It's not worth it. It just makes me look bad in the end. We're gonna buy a 3k item, Spirit Resilience. It's a good purchase because they're doing a lot of spirit damage. This comp, it's got Sinclair, Seven, Lash, Shiv. It's a lot of spirit damage, and I'm guessing the Haze ends up going Focus Lens. Here, Lash rotates, but so does Paige. They kind of match their rotation. It's a big fight, though. It's a good fight. For the first time, I'm not throwing the game. Billy dives me while I'm channeling my ult, which is interesting, and he takes a bunch of damage. They're both almost dead. Billy goes around the side here and tries to jump me from the left, but I'm ready for it, and I dash away in a few seconds. Yep, nice try, Billy. Bad dash down, and I'm bringing him down to 1 HP, and then Nico steals my fucking kill as always, because he just can't... Oh, that teabag was for Nico, not Billy, by the way. Just wanted to make that clear. It wasn't for Billy, it was for Nico. So here I am rotating. I see Haze pretty deep, and Victor's doing great on farm, so yeah, this Haze is not able to run away. She's invisible, but I know exactly where she is. I tracked her ass down. She had no stamina, so she panics and uses her ult, and she dies. Victor's able to finish her off. Nice job, man. So I thank him promptly. We go ahead and grab this Sinners. Didn't realize it was 2 punches away from being broken, so it breaks, and I don't get the buffs. No big deal. We should just go back to farming. Just be chill. Take all of these little camps that are sitting around, because we're in low HP, we don't do a fuck ton of damage, we don't have our 4.8k vitality investment yet, so I'm at the stage in the game where I want to farm. I see that they're pushed up on the walker here, but, you know, Nico's over there. He can handle it, right? Obviously fucking not. Alright, I'm done digging in this Nico guy. I'm not upset with him. So, yeah, honestly, the Billy's right. Our Drifter is kind of an L Drifter. I mean, but anyways, that's the only correct thing that Billy says this entire game. I'm taking the double Sinners at 500 HP, so you guys can probably guess how this goes. Don't worry, I don't die. I just come really close to it, and I end up breaking one of the Sinners for no reason. That's 2 Sinners in a row that I've broken without getting buffs. I'm at 75 HP, so if I punch it again, I'm dead. Just gotta go up, grab some boxes, and regen. I saw Shiv bouncing around. He could execute me. I'm scared as fuck. I'm just gonna go back in here and finish this thing off. Don't worry, the last punch doesn't actually do damage, so I'm okay. We go back into this little walker that we have. I don't know why I just called it that. We go to the base and heal, because, I mean, if I go into a fight, I literally die to 1 bullet. And I go for my 4.8k vitality investment, so now I'm real tanky, and I have Quicksilver reload. It's just too good on Warden. Time for my first badass play of the game. I see Haze. I'm not really concerned, but 7 at low HP, yeah, that concerns me. So we gun him down. My accuracy goes out the window once it's time to finish him off, but it's okay, because Lash dies. The 7 gets away, but it's alright. It's alright. We can grab this urn. It's a big fight on yellow. We're pushing it up hard. I don't think the Haze survives because Bebop ganks her from behind. Let's see. I'm just eyeballing her health bar. Yep, there it goes. Nice job killing the Haze. Now that the Haze is finished off and the Victor's holding it down against Shiv and whoever else was over there on green, it's kind of a good time to run this urn, but I'm in Ascendant 1 now, and these Ascendant 1 lobbies are definitely not the same as the Phantoms. Like, these guys are a little bit good, and I'm not going to be able to just get free urns anymore, or free walkers. So I saw Billy, so I went to run away from him. But unfortunately, I wasn't really fast enough. I heard him get binding worded inside of the Veil, so I kind of went back in, but then Lash ults me. I was the only one that got hit by the ult, thank God, but I did die for it. Luckily enough, and I mean really, really luckily enough, the urn actually reset during that little fight that just happened. So even though 3 of us died in green lane and it was a terrible fight and we blundered hard, and I blundered hard for bringing the urn to them, they can't deliver the urn because the urn reset. We got super lucky because the 15-minute mark hit. So they didn't get an urn off of that, but they do get to push green walker. I want to stop them from doing this, but it seems like they're smart enough to back off. They realized that it wasn't time to stay anymore. We must have been missing on the map on their end, so time to go back to farming. I'm just grabbing boxes and waiting for the wave to come up. Ideally, without having to get contested for it. And I'm able to take this church camp uncontested. That's real nice. Feels good to get that. I even get a little bit of cooldown reduction. That's the difference between life and death. And I see Shiv, so I splash him and make my escape. Obviously, I'm not going to win a fight against him, so I have to run. I hit that little telephone pole, which pissed me off, but it's okay. We're good. We escape seamlessly. Shiv doesn't even bother chasing, because he had a creep wave to deal with anyway. Spirit Resilience is already paying dividends, along with Enduring Speed. So I see that we're kind of grouped up here, maybe ready to fight, but I don't exactly want to fight yet. I kind of want to build some more damage. I have my 4.8k damage investment, but it's worth getting more. So we go for Hollow Point, which is a massive damage increase. I see this Spirit Urn, but I gotta deal with the blue wave. But then 7 pulls up, so yeah, I mean, I can't just take creep waves for free anymore. There's always somebody there contesting it, I've noticed, at this rank, Ascendant 1. Things have changed. Things are changing now. It's not as easy as it was in Phantom. I see green being pushed for free, so I'm like, man, I want to get blue, but it's not free right now. 7 is contesting it. There's an urn wandering behind the walker, so Victor pushes it. Awesome job, Victor. I try to help my Drifter out because I was feeling compassionate at the time, and 7 manages to get away. But it's still a good fight for us, so I go back onto this walker, and now both Victor and I can try to push it. But Victor is smart and delivers the urn, and I just solo this walker. It's uncontested. It's insane. I mean, it was contested, but the Magician was not able to get there in time, and the walker just melts because I got hollow points, and I ulted it. Definitely worth ulting it. And then I make this play. Victor's getting jumped. He survives at 1 HP. We finish Billy off. Lash is not able to escape the radius of the Binding Ward, and he whiffs his melee. I do parry, though, slowing me down, but yeah, he just can't escape. I didn't even need a slowing Hex to kill him just now. The Lash was just kind of in a bad position. In all fairness, the Victor should have died by all accounts, but thanks to Big Boy Warden, wasn't gonna happen. So this urn isn't free. The respawn timers are low for them. But Victor and Bebop and Drifter are here with me on yellow to push up the wave. 7 ints and dies in seconds. It's beautiful. He even wastes his ult. So we get an urn for free. He uses his ult, he dies. I've got 6k souls. I've just gotten so much farm because we're playing the game fantastically now. That shitty, embarrassing laning phase is just a thing of the past. It means nothing because we come the fuck back in the end. And it's not just because Warden is broken, it's because I'm a goddamn Ascendant 1 player. Soon to be Eternus. Haze tries to jump me here. I'm ahead of her in farm, though, so it doesn't work out. She does escape Binding Ward radius, though, and finish her off with my bullets. I'm really grateful for my Bebop and Victor. Those guys are the MVPs this game, especially Victor. He was doing some great stuff. Shiv goes deep and kills Drifter because he sucks. And so the blue walker's being pushed, and I gotta do something about that, but I kinda wanna buy an item first. Here I am getting boxes, and then the bridge buff spawns. I have 20% fire rate bonus now. That's just nutty. I'm doing a lot of damage, and I have 24,000 souls from hidden boxes. Time to get Headhunter. My damage output is nuts. I wanna go to yellow here, because 7 is a character that dies to gun really hard. But I had a creep wave that I had to deal with, so I couldn't really get the jump on 7 just yet. Don't worry, it happens very soon. This yellow walker is not going to be free despite the big old fight happening on green. Again, it's an Ascendant lobby, so these people are smart enough to know to defend their walker. Which is a little frustrating, but it's okay. It just means that we have to adapt. Adapt by gunning 7 down and not letting him breathe. And yeah, we do a lot of damage to him. It's nice. Headhunter's back on cooldown, so we just got to land another headshot in his big-ass head, and he's going to be running away, peeing his pants. Yellow walker is not free to push, though, because now they're missing on the map and blue is being pushed. I do manage to get a little bit of damage on it, though, before I have to run away from 7. I made a lot of blunders here. I kind of let myself just get hit by the static charge. I was too focused on the walker, and I wasn't really, like, trying to dodge 7 or avoid his abilities and stuff. So I just settle for some boxes and make my way back to base. I think I have a zit boost, so I can just heal back at base without having to worry too much about it. And we go with Bullet Resist Shredder. Not a bad choice. Now my walker pushing capabilities are even higher. I'm doing, like, a shit ton of Bullet Resist Shred to the walkers. And we're also 21 minutes in, so the walkers have no Spirit Resist. Drifter misses a fucking minion at the bottom of the yellow lane. I'm pissed off at him for that, because now we gotta deal with these troopers all the way up here and then wait for our minions to walk all the way back, and I just can't dive this walker anymore, and it's so annoying. Thanks a lot, Drifter. And I actually make a blunder for that too. I just stand here, waiting for the troopers to come up, like an idiot, and then 7 just dives me, because he obviously knew I was there. And then Haze, who I wasn't aware of, pops up, so I have to use my ult if I want any chance of surviving, and it's a close one, but I'm not able to survive in the end. Haze does kill me. The 7 ult just did a little bit too much damage, and the gun damage was a lot, so now I'm thinking about bullet resist, since my only bullet resist items are Bullet Resist Shredder and Fleet Foot, which only gives me like 13% bullet resist, so I'm thinking, what if I get Berserker next? It gives 8% bullet resist, it gives me a lot of damage, and I'm gonna have the sustain to get the max proc because I have a lot of health and I have Spirit Resilience and stuff. So my next purchase is Berserker there, which I don't usually get, but I'm gonna go back to buying that item because I think it's great. It's good for damage and it's good for resist, especially on Warden, because he's tanky. And I go for this green lane here. Once all of these creep waves just die to me, I just get a shit ton of souls, and I get to buy Berserker, and now I'm tanky and doing a lot of damage. Just gotta grab all those boxes and these little minions here, and then I think I go for the creep wave one more time. Yeah, I think I go for the scary shop on their side of the map, right near where Shiv and Billy are. while taking camps and stuff, so that way I can afford both Berserker and Point Blank. It's a massive damage increase for me. So next time I join a team fight, they're just gonna fucking die instantly, like, in a few seconds, it'll all be over. My damage output is just gonna be insane. I see Lash here, I don't really want to deal with him taking this wave, so I just wait for the wave to come to me. Then I grab my 0.75% cooldown reduction. Oh, by the way, I've been rewatching my videos back, and you guys can hear me, like, clearing my nose. I just get kind of congested sometimes. I'm not a schizophrenic. I'm not laughing to myself when I go, like... I'm just kind of, like, clearing my nose out, which is probably not ideal. I gotta, like, figure that shit out, but whatever. Anyways, I'm not schizophrenic. At least not yet. Here I am, in the shop. Berserker, grab some boxes, and then get Point Blank. We are being chilling. If this Sinclair stays, he dies. And yes, he does die. He kind of jukes me out, and I throw my flask at nothing. But he's still not really able to escape. Of course, he escapes the binding word radius, but he doesn't dodge that fucking flask. That one was just a little too badass, and then Drifter dives him and finishes him off. Thanks for that, Drifter. It was actually kind of a good play. Time to take this camp. Drifter steals my fucking souls. I go up to this camp and take those souls for myself. This time, Drifter's not going to steal them from me, because he would have to climb all the way up here, and you already know he's not going to do that. I see 7 here, who I really want to gun down, but it's probably not worth it right now. It's just too risky, but don't worry. In a few seconds, they go for a terrible team fight that just doesn't work in their favor. Hayes dives this Drifter. Don't worry, man. I'm here this time. I'm here to save you. Big Daddy Warden is here to save the day. You're welcome, Drifter. I get hit by the static charge. It's totally fine. My teammates are here to fuck up this 7 as he tries to chase me down, and then he dies. I somehow get dragged by Chained Gang, and they kill Billy, but it's alright. And they kill Bebop, but we got the Billy. Shiv goes in for an execute. That's annoying. It's alright, though. He leaves himself exposed, and he dies. Lash ults me into the Walker. It's a perfect time to use my ults. The Shiv doesn't survive in time. I get knocked by the Walker, but it's fine. I have a ton of resists. Lash gets clamped, too, so not a chance he survives that shit. And, yep, they're all fucking dead. Let's just go mid. I'm obviously coming back now. Now that those purchases were huge. Berserker and Point Blank were just having me, like, doing a bajillion damage per bullet. I haven't done this much damage in a long time. It's really paying off to invest this much in damage early. And I have my 4.8k investments in everything since I bought the Mercurial Magnum. So the mid-boss also dies in just seconds. I don't have Berserker up, but it's fine. Finish it off with a heavy melee like a badass, and I get the first punch on the Rejuvenator so that I'm flat full HP. And basically we're ready to jump this Haze and end the game. But first I gotta spend my 7k souls. An older version of myself would not have been smart enough to make that decision, but I'm not that person anymore. I'm Ascendant 1 Lo-Dawg. Ascendant 1 Lo-Dawg is a whole new breed. He goes in and guns Haze like a madman and doesn't give a fuck about it. Here I'm just trying to bait them out so that they can get jumped by my teammates, so I'm like kind of periodically going back in and trying to get them to overextend, but they don't really do that. We end up overextending, but we don't die for it. Victor does, but it's alright. Shiv dies promptly. He dove too deep, as I was waiting for him to do, and then I gun him down. And then Warden drops one of his hardest voice lines. I get chain ganged, it doesn't matter, I have so much spirit resilience, I have Headhunter, it's just keeping me alive. It's time to ult. Lash tries to run away with his grapple, but he is not fast enough. I'm too fast, Lash. I'm Warden, man. I'm unstoppable. I'm a one-man army. It's time to finish their shrines. I mean, we won this game as soon as I killed that Haze that was jumping Drifter in the yellow lane, because that led into the mid-boss win. And it's all thanks to me, man. I survived during all of these team fights and just gunned them the fuck down. They were not able to finish me off. And I was not thinking we should stay. I think staying is risky most of the time, and it's a safer bet to just end. But we did have our rejuves, and Shiv overextended again. He was kind of just throwing the game, and we gun him down. There's 4 people alive. Sorry. 3. Sorry. 2. The patron's dead. And I believe I did get the killing blow on that patron. Probably not, actually. I think somebody heavy melee'd it, but it doesn't matter. This time I did record the rest of the video, thank God. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I definitely didn't. That Drifter pissed me off proper. He had me, like, mentally stuck, and I was feeding for a certain point in the game, but it's alright. I was able to come back, I was able to get some clarity, and I was able to do the Lo-Dawg lock-in. And yeah, it was all thanks to me. Bye.